So we got AMD top left here. We got Google top right. We got Snapchat bottom right, and we have Chipotle bottom left here, just so y'all know what you're looking at. Oh, we got a packed house over here. What's up, everyone? Let's see. Let me go over to Earnings Hub. What's up? Just a tip. Earnings Hub. What's going on, everyone? Let's see. You said CMG is pumping. Yeah, a little bit. Snapchat had a little pop. Google a little pop. So I guess these are starting to come out here. Let's see. So Google is going to be, oh, shoot. One sec. What up, Jelly? Let's see here. Mort Morales says Google's going to beat top and bottom line. Okay. We shall see. Let's see what's going on here. So Google, come on, I'm already signed in. Google's going to be at 402, so that just came out. Not much. Oh, there it is right there. Boom. So Google is 402. AMD is coming out at 415. That's going to move a little bit with Google, as you can tell. Snapchat's moving with that a little bit too. A lot of these are going to be kind of intertwined, guys. It's all big tech. So AMD, I don't think the numbers are out yet, but it's going to move here with Google. I think that's why it's moving. It says the numbers are going to come out at 415. So yeah, no movement there yet. Let's see. Next is going to be Chipotle. That's going to come out at 410 Eastern. And then Snapchat is going to be at 410 as well. So Google's the only one that's out right now. We got about 7 minutes here until the other ones. Did an AMD 162.50 and 165 spread. Nice. AMD starting to come back down, kind of as expected. Google's coming down a little bit as well. Chipotle, no movement, right? Chipotle wouldn't move with a big tech stock. So, I mean, yeah, it's moving up here, 30, 40, 50 cents. Snapchat's still going. No, I don't think CMG has. You're kind of seeing these wicks, but to me, that's not the move there. So let's see what Google came out with. So far, I'm not seeing, at least on earnings. Let me check this out. Okay, so Alphabet, Q3 2024, GAAP EPS $2.12, beats $1.84 estimate. Sales are $88.268 billion. They beat the $86 billion estimate, so that's good. Alphabet Cloud revenues increased 35%. Google Services revenues increased 13%. So you can see how AMD and Google are pretty intertwined here. So we'll see. CMG down under 60. Again, I don't think that this is any sort of, unless they pre-announced, but I don't think that they have at all. Pre-announced by a few minutes. I mean, we still got 5 minutes left for CMG and Snapchat. Any predictions on AMD? Dividend portfolio on X, yeah. So AMD was moving with that Google news. You can almost see how they're almost exactly the same here, right? One big green candle, two reds, and they're starting to bounce a little bit here as well. Got quite a bit of people in here. This is good. About 1,300 people on Twitter and YouTube. That's good, good, good. The moon. Yeah, I missed you guys too. I've been gone all day. Snapchat, still not a whole lot. That's still coming out in 4 minutes here. So for anyone that was my live trading this morning, we do have a 4-day free trial going on right now for premium. So if anyone is interested in that, who's free and wants to check out premium, there you go. YouTube, here's a link for that as well. Throw that up on the screen. I'll also put that here. And then also, if anyone wants to join premium before these numbers come out, I'll get that to you as well. So we have another kind of discount plan going on. It's besides buying 1 month at a time, if you want to just end up buying, we're doing kind of a buy two, get one free. So buy 2 months and then get one for free. So you're saving yourself about $140. Or if you want to just do 1 month, here's this link as well. I'm kind of spamming those, but I need to get those in here so you guys know, just in case anyone missed. Anyways, let's see. We got about 1.5 minutes here until Chipotle and Snapchat. So these will be interesting. Oh, I forgot Reddit's today too. Yeah. Reddit popping here. Up pretty good. Up almost 10%, maybe a little bit more. Wow. Google's not doing a whole lot, so I'm going to throw Reddit on here for now. Since Google's kind of already made its move, Reddit's going crazy right now. All right, 1 minute. Meta's pushing with that news. Tesla closed under 260 today. Apple dropped off pretty hard. What happened with that? Anyone know? Look at Apple here after hours. Interesting. On Google being up. All right, 15 seconds here. Five seconds. Watch these two at the bottom. Snapchat dropping under 10. Chipotle still nothing. Chipotle down. Look at that. Boom. Both of these dropping here. Chipotle bouncing back up close to 59. All right, so now we kind of wait for AMD. AMD is the last one here that I'm going to be looking at. So it looks like Snapchat revenue increased 15% year over year. Daily active users increased 9% to 443 million. Wow. Net loss improvised 58% year over year to 153 million. And the adjusted EBITDA improved 229% year over year as well. Chipotle bouncing back up here. It's interesting. Pretty nice recovery. They beat the EPS estimates and their sales miss just barely. Their sales were 2.79 billion and the estimates were 2.82 billion. So I bet Chipotle goes decently flat here. I doubt it goes one way or another pretty big on that, but we'll see. It's almost back down to about 6-7% compared to its close. Got 3 minutes left here on AMD till that comes out. I want to watch NVIDIA and Micron, and also TSM and SMH when AMD starts going, because AMD is going to move NVIDIA. It's, you know, typically when you have something in the same sector going off beforehand, you can see how the other ones are going to react to that. Snapchat recovering here back to just above $10.50 per share. Not much movement there. Reddit is holding up really nicely around 96. So pretty nice move on Reddit. Let me go check out Google real quick. Google back up to 176. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, all eyes on AMD. 2 minutes. Apple positive news, the India deal. Why are they down? That's kind of weird. Thank you, Yama. Yeah, how about that? TK owns Washington Post. Yeah, Chipotle. Pretty crazy. All right, it's almost that time. Just a little over 1 minute. Reddit up over 15% now. I'll pull that back up. Google's pretty much going flat here. They may move on their earnings call, but their numbers are pretty much solidified right now. Reddit's doing great, though. AMD, calm before the storm. Yeah, Reddit, 95, almost $96. See how this looks like on a little bit bigger time frame. Wow. We're at all-time highs on Reddit. All-time highs. AMD starting to slip up here about 20 seconds until this number comes out. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna pull up NVIDIA here on the top right, so it's right next to AMD. 5 seconds. I'm gonna pull off Snapchat, throw Google there. Yeah, 177. Here we go. This should be the number here any second. Boom, drop in here. Probably gonna see NVIDIA drop with this. Yeah. Here we go. Still pretty early, only a few seconds in, but we'll see what happens. Boom, 164. Down $3, 163. NVIDIA falling under 141. Let's check out those numbers here. It says here AMD's guidance for AI will be key for the earnings. So that's definitely something to look at here. Let's see, base gross margin 54%, operating income 1.7 billion, net income was 1.5 billion. That's pretty good. Let's see, why are they dropping here? 6.8 million, 6.8 billion, gross margin 50%. We delivered strong third quarter financial results with record revenue led by higher sales. Maybe they recover. I don't see anything too bad here, but I also don't know really what people were expecting. Oh, gaming down 69%. I bet you NVIDIA has taken up that market share. I bet you it's taken up that market share. NVIDIA really not getting as affected. It's only down about $0.50 so far. AMD down to 158. Let's go check out Micron. MU down a little bit, closed at 108, sitting around 107.5. TSM down a little bit as well. AVGO down a little bit. SMH down a little bit. So not super affected on AMD. You know, as I would expect, NVIDIA is probably going to affect those stocks much more. Wow, Meta's at 598, really? Yeah, it sure is. That may be in play for tomorrow. That 600 level is what I was looking for. Meta had a great day. Kind of a slow, choppy move up later in the day, but that opening hour or so, hour, 2 hours is good. See Reddit pushing 99, almost at $100. We hit a high at 99.75. Google kind of flattening out here. I'm going to throw Snapchat back up down here. Snapchat going for new highs, $12. Look at that reversal. Chipotle pretty much done. Wow, Meta. I like this. Meta is going to be up because of Snapchat, because they own Snapchat. I'm fairly certain they own Snapchat and Instagram. Wow, Meta still going here. Want to see Reddit break 100. AMD back down, about to make new lows, almost $57 a share. Snap isn't under Meta. Who owns Snapchat? Is it Google then? I know they're owned by one of these. Or am I totally wrong on that? Oh, it's not owned by Meta. Where did I? Maybe I guess I was just thinking Instagram. Actually owned by the company Snap Inc. Interesting. Yeah, he is the Diamond Hand CEO for sure. Wow, AMD 156. This is still dropping off here. I'm gonna go check out NVIDIA real quick. NVIDIA about to go for 140. It's given up about half of its daily move already. Meta's bouncing back up. So NVIDIA's top right here. Meta's going to be bottom left, guys. Google falling back down to 175. AMD about to break 155. Maybe so, Yama. Maybe so. Maybe it's time for money to start rotating out of this. I don't know why it would, but I don't know. I think money will probably actually, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to interpret it based on the election, if money's going to flow in or flow out. The video is starting to bounce here a little bit. Interesting. You guys got any other tickers you want me to look at? YouTube, Twitter, you guys can ask as well. probably stick around for another 10, 15 minutes. These numbers are all out now, and now you just kind of wait for those earnings calls. So I bet these moves are going to start dying down a bit. AMD really got hit. That's interesting. That's probably going to hurt NVIDIA for a little while. Not too bad. This 140 to 138 level is a pretty decent support. So I think it could easily hold that. But if AMD drops something crazy, like another 10% tomorrow, I don't think NVIDIA is going to be able to hold up on its own. That whole sector may be coming down a little bit in the short term. And, it's weird. We have a ton of big tech earnings this week. Tesla's already out of the way, but, we were seeing Google, AMD, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and NVIDIA is not for another month. I don't know why they do that, but NVIDIA is always late in the earnings season. So very interesting there. Very interesting. Thoughts on TTI? I don't know what that is. Tetra Technologies. My initial thoughts are it's very cheap. It's under $3 a share, so it's not typically something that I would be, looking to day trade. If you're all listening, if you don't know me, I'm just a day trader. So I don't really go too deep into financials or anything like that. If there's any sort of long-term investing, it's bigger names. But what puts on your radar? Karichi. No ticker, but would you explain why earnings are so important and how it affects our plays? It seems like such an important week, but I don't feel like I understand why. So, earnings happen 4 times a year per stock, right? Every quarter, every 3 months, these massive companies are going to report their earnings. So, you may think that, day trading, you're not really super focused on a company's earnings from a fundamental standpoint, right? You don't really care that much about their profitability or their margins or whatnot. But the big money out there, right? The hundreds of billions, trillions of dollars that is invested in these companies, they're going to pay attention to that, right? Do they want to hold on to that? Do they want to be exposed by $50 billion in a specific company if their financials are starting to slow down, or are they picking up, or are they starting to go negative? Stuff like that. So that's why you see these really big swings, in these stocks. So, rather than focusing so much on the fundamentals, like I was talking about, just look at what these moves are doing, right? These are big moves. We saw AMD. Let's just look at AMD, from just today. We went from about 160 to, 168, kind of an earnings run up, right? And then in, just a couple minutes, we gave all of that back. So, just if you have, $1 billion invested in AMD, well, you just lost about 10% of that. Does that make sense? Maybe 6-7%. So bigger money is at stake here, and that's why you see these bigger moves. PW, does that make sense? If not, keep asking why. Wow, Reddit 102. You can see NVIDIA already recovering here. Reddit, that's insane. That might be in play tomorrow around this $100 level. It's weird. The 100, if anything gets above $100, typically it's going to either go higher, and if it can hold above, just because of the psychological level of 100, right? If something's above $100 and then it, things get worse and it ends up going under $100 a share, sometimes just because it did that in the short term, it's just going to continue to sell off. If it can hold under 100, you kind of see things bleed out a little bit. Buyers really try to keep it above 100. Sellers, they're focused on that $100 level. So that's going to be a reason why I'm going to pay attention to Reddit tomorrow. Let me throw that up here so I remember. So I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Right. Yeah. We take advantage of the volatility. I mean, there are bigger traders that take advantage of the earnings volatility, but um, yeah, earnings can totally throw off your investment. So that's why they're important, right? Reddit sees Q4 revenue 385 million, 400 million. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Lee. You bought GameStop. Well, I think a lot of people have bought GameStop and they may still be holding it. What made you buy it? I know it's kind of been doing good the last few days. Where'd you buy it at? What are you looking for on that? Google's pretty flat here. And I keep saying that. I'm going to throw Reddit back up here because this is a little bit more exciting. Let me throw Snap up here. Snap went down a little bit. Chipotle kind of bottoming out. Looks like it's probably done. Meta still going higher here, almost back to that 599 level. So I think honestly, two of my main watches are going to be Meta and Reddit tomorrow. Tesla not really doing a whole lot, and Nvidia got pulled down. So I'm still waiting for all-time high around that 145 level. So if Nvidia can gap up a little bit to maybe 143, 144, I'll pay attention to that tomorrow. But other than that, Meta and Reddit are going to be my two main watches. I do think that the Meta options, the IV is going to be up. And why do I say that? Well, we saw what it just did right now on Google earnings. We still have Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. And actually, we have Meta earnings too. So never mind. Maybe I will stay away from that. But honestly, if there's a play there, I'm not totally opposed to trading the options. They're just going to be a lot more expensive. Let's just go look at them right now. Let's see. The IV on these 107% at the money was, at the money. They're about $2,000. So they're going to be pretty expensive there. So we'll see. I love this chart setup here on Meta. I think this thing is ready to go. But from an option standpoint, it's kind of hard to trade. Well, looks like things are kind of dying down here, guys. Do you have any other questions about what I traded? Actually, I didn't take any trades today, but I can go over any of your trades. I can answer any questions about the chat room, answer any questions about trading in general. If not, then we can get out of here. We're about 30 minutes in. A lot of these moves are probably done. So we'll revisit these in the morning. You have AMD 170 calls, okay, for November 15th. So I mean, you're definitely going to take a little hit on those tomorrow. I mean, it's not like this thing dropped to like 140. If it did that, that'd be pretty substantial. But I do think so Jeff, from November 15, maybe you're going to be okay. But as long, again, I don't know how much you went in with. I don't know kind of what you were planning on here. But as long as you use risk management, I get it. But if you YOLO this, that's a whole different conversation, Coyote. Rio's up, but my sell order didn't fill before close. So to me, that seems like you were just looking for a specific P&L there, Coyote. I think in the future, if I could critique you here, it would be, if you were in the green and you had 3, but you were still looking to hold through earnings, that's kind of where you could sell like 1 or 2 of those, just kind of trim up that position in case something like this happened. NA, what's up? Cost average 585. Okay. I'll revisit that in the morning with you, Coyote. Just ping me in the chat, and we'll talk about it. Just because I want to see where this opens before I tell you anything. Do not sell a put or call until you understand what your assessment risk is. Work with your broker to find out how they handle assignment. There you go. What does my portfolio look like 1 year to date? Are you talking like percentage or how much I'm up profit wise? Or both? Oh yeah, I'm up. I'm up probably about 35, 40,000 this year. Yeah, I typically don't answer that question, but just so you know, yeah. I wouldn't still be working here over a year if I didn't make money to to answer that. Reddit back under 100. Okay. Yeah, Yama, I like that answer. Because there's always bigger players, right? There's always guys making much more. There's other analysts here that make more than me. We're all different traders. The whole goal of this is to make you guys independent, just to find your style, learn from us, and then and kind of knowing how to trade. Because I trade a very specific way, but the only way that I found that is from years and years of trading, making mistakes, figuring out what I don't like, what I do like, and then just really honing in on what I'm good at. So yes, it's going to cost you money to make mistakes and make bad trades and learn that I'm not very good at this style. I'm going to try this. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, of course you have to pay taxes on it. Of course you do. But it's not my only source of income, and I'm also 21 years old. So, believe me, if you guys see me in a Lamborghini tomorrow telling you to buy my course, don't ever listen to me again. Right? I could go rent a Lamborghini today and tell you guys I make $5 million a year trading, but that's just not true. I never got any investment. This is all, I started with $1,000 account, blew it, another $1,000 account, blew it. I think I blew a $2,000 account, and I worked and worked and worked and got some money up, and started again with about two, and it finally worked out. Slow and steady, right? The reason I blew a lot of those accounts early is simply because I was trying to make too much with the amount of money I had. I was trying to make $500, $1,000 a day with 2,000. It's just not realistic. Slow and steady. There you go, Rocky. I love that, right? And it'll exponentially go. What made you even think to trade at that age? Well, I started whenever I was 15, and honestly, I don't know. Even when I was younger than that, I don't know, 10, 11, I would sit and watch the news sometimes with my dad, and I always wanted to know. I would see the green and red tickers on the screen. I wanted to know what that was, and then maybe some of it was ego related, right? I wanted to find a way to where I didn't have to work, for a salary per hour. And maybe that was some laziness in me, right? Because I grew up working for my family business, which is a little bit more like labor intensive, and I didn't want to do that. So I don't know. I was always very interested that if there was no salary here and I can make money from my desk clicking a buy and sell button, if I got really good at that, I would like it. You can't just start trading because of that reason, though. Okay, you can't just think, you know what, I just want to be able to make money by clicking buttons. You have to be in love with it. You have to be interested in it. Okay, NA. Well, why don't you DM me? Why don't you add me as a friend and DM me? I'll take a look at it. um, yeah, Lord Jelly. I mean, that's really it. It's a very flashy way to trade, and it's very fast. But to trade the way that I do, you have to be super disciplined, and I think that a lot of you guys have seen that. Um, you've seen me do that. That's the only way you can make it work. If you traded my way and you try to take 15 trades a day, you're not going to make money. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. What's sus, Yama? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be the deciding factor there. But anyways, yeah, Nikki, I was thinking the same thing. But we'll see. NA, it's an interesting name choice too. Let's see what you got. Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, and you really don't. It's nice to understand different styles, but you really, if you can find one way to be successful, then why try to trade any other way? Yes, the market conditions will change, so maybe you have to change how aggressive you are, how defensive you are. But if you can find one way to trade and really stick to it and be disciplined and stick to those and trade A plus setups, that's all you need. It's you can make it as complicated or as simple as you want. Yeah, Yama, I 100% agree. I would love for you guys to quiz me. Go for it. I'm not hiding anything. And I also, for anyone that wants to see any live trading recordings, we have them all over our Instagram and our Twitter page as well. And they're clips of me, so you can kind of see how fast it is, how I'm buying, how I'm selling. My face cam's on there, so you know it's me. Some of you Discord guys may not know what I look like, but I'm live right now on YouTube and Twitter. Yeah, those halts are pretty crazy. I didn't expect it to halt on a move like that. Just considering how much it's been moving, but you made it out, Jelly. That's all. I'm happy about that. Young Tom Selleck. I don't know who that is. Let's look him up here. That's kind of funny. Who agrees with that? I've never had a mustache in my life. I can tell you that. Sometimes I get a little beard going. That's about it. I get Steve Irwin's son quite a bit. I don't know that I could pull off a mustache. I'm a little bit more of a clean cut. I don't know, Nikki. You think I could? You've met me. Duco, I guess Duco, you weren't there, loser. Sailor Brown, yeah. See, Sailor Brown, you were there. I don't think so either. You think I could? I do. I do. PW went good. I was kind of like the end of that presentation, and we got the highest grade in the class. So they were very happy with me because none of them knew anything financial related. My teacher was impressed. He said, "Ethan, you haven't spoken a word this entire year, and you show up and you can do that." That was nice to hear. I don't typically speak up in class. You know, you want to know something funny? Hang on, let me check this email real quick. It's about what I'm going to tell you guys. So there's a class that I want to take, okay? And I walk by it every day, and it's literally someone teaching exactly what I teach to y'all. Technical analysis on the financial markets. So I'm like, you know what? That's one class that I would actually enjoy being in. And I could actually speak up in and want to be there. Okay, I'd rather spend my time doing that than learning about the ocean or something. Anyways, I walk around, I go up to the teacher, and I know who the guy is because he asked my boss at my internship to speak in that class. So that was kind of like my in. I was like, you know what, do you know Kenny Lysick? Yeah. And I said, well, I want to take your class. I have one semester left here at school before I graduate. And I've been trading since I was 15. Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean, as long as you've taken the classes to get in here. And I'm like, yeah, that may be a problem. He's like, okay, talk to your advisor. So I go and I talk to my advisor today. Do you think they're going to let me take the class? No, they're not. Because I have to take some upper level accounting class. How about that? I said, I will do whatever I have to do. I will take the hardest test that teacher could give me, and I will pass it. I'll probably get an A on it, and I just want to take it. And I was told I am not allowed to take that. Prereq waiver. Okay, I will try that. I mean, they're teaching trend lines and what volume is. And I walk by it every day, and I'm like, I could go in there. I mean, I could be a tutor for that class if I wanted, but I'm not allowed to take it. Yeah, do the prereq. Yeah, but the thing is, I have one semester left, so I don't have the time to do the prereq, and I would have to change majors. But maybe, again, I talked to Pookie about this, and he told me that maybe I could test into it. That's why I brought that up. But very unfortunate. Paying to go here would pay for that class. What do you mean by audit? Sit in, okay. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I don't. I mean, I'm not going to spend time out of my day doing more stock market stuff if I'm not getting credit. Um, I don't really have the time to do that because I mean, it would be 3-4 hours a week. Um, yeah, that's true, Sailor Brown. That's true. But my email said, "Hi, Ethan. Unfortunately, you do not meet the prerequisites for Finance 446, which means you are not eligible to take the course. Not even a thank you." Well, Yama, we had an in-person event in Florida. I don't know how long you've been around here. It was called Trader's Paradise. You can see the little emoji next to Nikki and Sailor Brown's name. I got up and traded in front of everyone. All the other analysts got up there and talked, and we taught, and it was like a 2-day thing in Florida. That was really fun. I want to do that again. But I do lessons on technical analysis and too. Yeah, that's what it is. So we all met up in person. It was really fun. I don't know why, but Quinch didn't think I would go. I don't know if he thought I was like scared or something or what, but he didn't think I was gonna come. Is there a hint where the next one is? I don't know. Nikki, do you have any idea on that? I'm going to wrap this stream up kind of soon. I still got some stuff to do, but I mean, we're at least going to do it once a year, from what I know. I would like to do it more. I think it's really, it's priceless to get to meet the people that you learn from in person. But yeah, it was pretty solid. Maybe we can do like a winter and a summer one. I don't know. Considering it was, kind of a 4-day thing. Yeah, I wish there was one this week too. Yeah, PW, that's true. That's good. Later, Yama. So yeah, I think these are all probably pretty done for. AMD is just sitting around 155. Reddit back under 100. Google 176.5. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for YouTube and Twitter here. Thank you guys for watching. If you need anything, get in our Discord. We're here every single day.